One of the joys of fatherhood is when your sons are finally old enough to learn about your adventures. 27 years ago, Frank Sweet's job was to hang pyrotechnics from the top of the Superdome.
So your dad, the morning of the game, he went up there and installed 25 of these around this huge gondola in the center, very center of the football field.
Oh my God.
Whoa. It's higher than you thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
He went to the absolute top of the Superdome, about 280 feet off the ground, threw the airburst over the side of the gondola pregame, and just waited for the halftime show.
Right up there where that Mercedes logo is, there was a gondola. You gotta climb up through the ceiling, all the way up there. Carry a 300-foot rope. Only way to get to the gondola is to tie off to one of those beams up there, and you rappel down. That's where we did the fireworks from.
Frank watched the first half from up in the rafters. At the end of the halftime show, he detonated the fireworks.
Well, the team's headed back for the field now to begin the second half. The Saints leading at 7-3.
And everything was fine. About 10 minutes later, everything wasn't fine.
Burlap bags is what they use when they hang speakers up in rock and roll to keep the cables that we hold the speakers up with from rubbing up against the metal. Now, they're supposed to be brought down after every show, but sometimes they overlook them.
Frank worried that the falling embers could cause the game to be delayed. As a stagehand, he believed that the show must go on. He hoped to crawl out and extinguish the blaze without drawing anyone's attention.
I don't think it's anything to panic about, but maybe they ought to punt a punt up there.
The game continued below, with the Saints safely out of range in the red zone as Frank confronted the fire.
The height was nothing. I had a harness on the whole time. It's the fear of being seen. We're supposed to be quiet, silent, behind the scenes. I start climbing across, and I'm thinking I'm a mouse. I get about halfway across to where the fire is. I look up, and I notice myself on the screen. That's when I got scared. I got a little nervous.
Yeah, I can relate.
I was embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
Because I'm a mouse.
Frank wasn't just being watched by 70,000 people in the stands.
Look at, what are you doing up there? Woo! Again to McAfee.
Millions of TV viewers at home were witnesses to his adventure, including his surprised friends.
Badge drawn circles around Frank.
That guy must have been a linebacker in high school. That guy had to be a linebacker when he was in high school.
The plan in my head before I got nervous was to go out, fold it nice and neat, drop it gently, and smother it out.
That's a stubborn fire. The guys picking up the cinders and whatever's coming down from up there. Third down, 49ers coming with a blitz. Walsh in a hurry. He got Pat Newman.
I wonder if the players are looking up there, if they even know what's going on.
You look terrified.
Well, now I got smoke going on my face.
The smoke that was come up that must have been choking him, to have the wherewithal and the wit and the confidence to stay there and knowing what he had to do, I was convinced he was not going to leave that till it was done.
I tell you, that is a stubborn one. He got it, though.
Yep. He'll get an ovation.
Oh, a big piece is falling down right now. Boom.
What
Just
were you
in case.
thinking when that thing fell down?
That's not gonna be good.
The officials ought to take time out. In fact, I think the referee just saw that one.
That'll burn a hole in this artificial turf in a hurry.
They use Gatorade. Right. They started off with water and then went with Gatorade. And then put out.
They came running out with the Gatorade bucket and just threw it on the fire.
Yeah. I was thinking, are you kidding me? After all this, they still have to stop the game.
I wouldn't carry that blanket down. I mean, that blanket has done its job. I'd let that one go.
Just look how high up he is.
13-year-old and Quinn's 11. It's good to see them excited about something that I did.
I just found out today you were MVP of
The All-Madden Team.
I never knew that.
Special teams.
Never knew that, Frank.
We ought to give special applause, too, to that guy who climbed up in the gondola and put out that fire.
And there's a guy right there. He's going to be on the All-Madden team. We don't know who else is going to be on, but that guy is.